No, you're not crazy, and neither are we. Golden Globe nominee and frequent winner Jeremy Allen White has been cast to play Jabba the Hutt's son, Rotta the Hutt, in the Mandalorian and Grogu film. But don't panic yet. The actor is simply lending his voice to the character that was originally seen in the Clone Wars animated film. Between White's resume of Shameless, his success on The Bear, and his upcoming Bruce Springsteen biopic he's starring in, what do we make of this news in the galaxy far, far away?
I'm kind of sad that it's only his voice being lent to this, because it would be really funny to see like a MODOK style face stretching into like a Jabba the Hutt kind of character, you know? That would be
for sure, man. For
absolutely hilarious for that guy.
Do you think they'll go with puppetry in this one, or you think they'll go back to puppets a little bit with this version?
They've been doing a lot with puppets as far as like animatronics and the robots. Because a lot of the robots are like there's 3 people that are involved in making the robot happen, but it's still a robot walking doing the thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to practicals, because they looked so much better when it came to making Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt in the prequel trilogy looked freaking terrible, and then when he was CG in the Clone Wars, it was like he looks like any other polygon that got created for an animated thing. He's a blob polygon. Cool. So like the practicals, I believe, are the best interpretation, the best version of that. They just look the best. And as far as this guy play like the character, like Rotta the Hutt, meh. Like he was a slug, a little baby slug that was screaming the whole time when he was shown. So like this character is basically just Greenfield. Like he's only related to things that we know by name, and that's it. So I'm looking forward to it. He's a Golden Globe winner, frequent, nominee and winner. So like, it makes sense that it's going to be somebody good at the job of acting to do this character. I just don't know how much of a role that character is going to play.
Yeah, I saw that he was cast in Star Wars, and I was like, oh man, he's so hot right now that like it's gonna be some like big character that's really gonna be.
It is a big character.
He's gonna be this. Yeah, it is a big character. Well, I guess we don't know, right? Like he was this little slug, and now how fast do Hutts grow?
Sure.
He's actually just like a slightly bigger slug now.
We know that he's going to be in Mandalorian Grogu, so we have a general idea of the time frame for that one. And if I'm not mistaken, Rotta made his first appearance in the 2008 Clone Wars animated film that preceded the animated series. So if we roughly know when the Clone Wars took place and when Ahsoka was Anakin's Padawan, we can, do a little bit of math and figure out that, I don't know how fast Hutts, to your point, how fast they mature, but he probably should be. He
like I would think they like my human centric brain thinks like, oh, if he's in his 20s by now, like he'll be like a normal size Hutt, but who knows? They may have a really long growth period.
Yeah, he could be a Grogu style.
Yeah, it could be a Grogu
thing. He's probably
makes sense.
He's actually the same age as Grogu.
50.
Yeah, they're buddies. Anyway, I was surprised to hear it was a Hutt, but I also think that's kind of cool because I think that this might just be the first time Jeremy Allen White plays in the Star Wars universe. Like this will not preclude him from doing other things, and so I don't know. We'll see.
They could put so much effects on his voice that it doesn't matter. It's like being a stormtrooper. Like, oh, I was in it.
That's exactly where I was going to take it. Star Wars has a long tradition of taking like high profile actors and giving them pretty like thankless roles. Like Daniel Craig was a stormtrooper. Joseph Gordon-Levitt voiced a like patron in the casino in Last Jedi. Mm-hmm. So, but when I saw this headline, I was like, no way. This has to be a prank. This has to be a joke or something like that. Because my impression of Jeremy Allen White is, and I don't know if I think it was an interview I read maybe like a year, 6 months ago or something like that, but I just got the sense that this guy has no interest in doing like blockbuster franchise films. He wants to do his, his dramatic work on TV and then look at the roles he's selected. The Iron Claw with Zac Efron last year, which got some awards buzz in A24 film. Now he's got the Bruce Springsteen biopic, where he's going to play the boss. So when I saw this, I was like, did he lose a bet? Did he have a bet with one of his like acting friends or celebrities? It's like, you have to do this now. But
he owes someone a favor.
Yeah. Then I go right back to Chris Evans, and I'm like, what motivated Chris Evans to want to come back? And I think about his Bear co-star, Ebon Moss-Bachrach, and I'm like, did they just have some conversation on the set of The Bear where he's like, check out this check I got from the Fantastic Four, where I don't even have to be on set all the time. I get to do like a CG character. And he's like, oh, I got to get me some of that, Disney money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Got to get in some of that Disney money, sit behind a microphone in my PJs and just collect that check.
Yep.
Cousin showed up in a Lamborghini or whatever, and
Yep.
Jeremy Allen White was like, okay, maybe I could. I'll do a voice. I'll voice a Hutt. Does that count? Can I get a check for that?
I can be like, hold on, boy. I can collect a check.
It also, to your point, just Scotty, it might be a way that he can. Maybe he's a Star Wars fan, but he doesn't want it to be. He doesn't want it to be the thing he's known for.
Sure.
So playing a Hutt is a perfect way to be like, I'm there. It's a thing. I got to do it. I mean, that's why Daniel Craig, I believe, did a Stormtrooper, and the other one you mentioned. Those roles don't happen necessarily because they are underutilizing a great actor. It's because the actor's like, can I be in a Star Wars?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And so maybe this is one of those situations. But the fact that it's a story in the news feels like it's more than that, I guess.
It also, for whatever reason, like it just feels like a little disparaging towards him, or just kind of like, again, like it feels like he lost a bet because like this is the dude that's strutting around in his Calvin Kleins, like modeling. It's like, no, we're gonna make you this like gross slug creature.
It's really funny. Very funny.
How dare you body shame the Hutt?
Yeah,
that's fair.
Totally reasonable weight for a Hutt.
Yeah, very attractive for a Hutt.
Yeah.
All right, well, we won't focus in on the physical aspects. Let's talk about the enslaving sex workers and murder, and
that's just the environment he was raised in. He doesn't know any better, Scotty.
Plus, it's sins of the father. Maybe this Hutt's not so bad. Maybe
he's trying to turn around the Hutt clan.
Yeah, a little morally complex Hutt.
Turning over a better leaf.
Yeah. You just watched a clip from Multiverse News. If you liked it, go to our channel. We got a whole episode that it comes from. So go check that out and hit the like and subscribe. And we got lots of clips you'll enjoy, but also full hour-long episodes of Multiverse News with lots of things that don't even make it to clips. So check us out.
You stay clippy.